I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to make you watch. My blood is on your hands. You ruined my life.
Moore was fired from his prestigious coaching position after the University of Michigan learned he was having an inappropriate relationship with his executive assistant, who prosecutors say broke off a years-long affair just a couple of days before the alleged incident.
Yeah. Moore is out on $25,000 bond. It is 9:03. I'm Michelle Largo, WDBO News.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money with your money. All investments involve risk, including loss or principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Thinking about a remodel of your kitchen or bath but not sure what it costs? At S&W Kitchens, their online budget guides show exactly what goes into each level of remodel. Start your project today by calling 407-487-4901 or online at wkitchens.com.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Right now, trade values vary by thousands of dollars from one dealer to the next. But at Greenway Kia, over 40 dealerships compete to buy your trade. And that competition could put up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value in your pocket. Your trade could be worth more than you think. See for yourself at greenwaykias.com or visit one of our 3 metro area locations today. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinance expires 1/5/26.
Hi, this is Connie Gellner from Stanley Steamer. We are proud to support the local Toys for Tots program. Donate a new unwrapped toy at the time of your cleaning and receive $10 off your service. Call 1-888-STEEMER.
I'm Clark Howard, the guy helping you keep more of the money you make. And this is where Orlando turns first for breaking news, weather, and traffic at WDBO.
Weather, brought to you by Universal Roof and Contracting.
It's starting off chilly once again around central Florida, but these chilly conditions will not last long. Later today, we're expecting the mid-70s for a high temperature and plenty of cloud cover. And then by Sunday afternoon, there's going to be a handful of spots that could even get close to the lower 80s. I'm meteorologist Daniel McFarland from Severe Weather Center 9.
Now, from the Bogan Munz & Munz WDBO Traffic Center. No gimmicks, just results. Call Bogan Munz & Munz Injury Lawyers.
Look out for bumper-to-bumper traffic this morning on eastbound I-4 as you pass US 192 and westbound I-4 just as you pass Universal Boulevard. The rest of the county free of major backups, but some construction on southbound 429 blocking a right lane at mile marker 28. From the WDBO Traffic Center, I'm Zach Wagon.
This hour was paid for by the host and does not reflect the opinion of WDBO.
Financial planning and investment management services provided through Certified Advisory Corp, CAC, a federally registered investment advisor. CAC is a federally registered investment advisor and only transacts business in states where it is properly registered or is excluded or exempted from registration requirements. Information presented on this program is believed to be factual and up to date, but we do not guarantee its accuracy, and it should not be regarded as a complete analysis of the subjects discussed. Discussions and answers to questions do not involve the rendering of personalized legal, tax, or investment advice, but are limited to the dissemination of general information. Listeners should consult with a legal, tax, and/or investment professional for advice specific to their needs.
Stay tuned for On the Money, Central Florida's most listened to financial call-in show, brought to you by Certified Financial Group in Altamont Springs. It's the only show hosted exclusively by certified financial planner professionals. Monday through Friday, their CFPs provide financial planning and investment advice for a fee. But on Saturdays, the advice is absolutely free and has been for more than 30 years for their WDBO listeners. If you have a financial question you want answered by real fiduciaries, the lines are wide open. Call 844-580-WDBO. That's 844-580-WDBO. And enjoy the show.
I can mention the giveaway when you toss back numbers.
Sure.
Perfect. For those honor giveaways, you can't mention that enough.
Okay.
People are tuning in on and off throughout the whole hour, so say it a lot.
Good morning and welcome to On the Money right here on WDBO AM 580, always streaming inside your WDBO app. This is your chance to hop on the air. This is your chance. And honestly, you've had the chance now for almost 40 years to hop on the air with the team at Certified Financial Group. If you want to call in right now, there's a special holiday giveaway to call in right now if you're interested. But if you want to call in, maybe you heard something in the news, maybe you're planning for next year, maybe you're wrapping up 2025, all kinds of reasons you want to talk to an expert, a certified financial planner with the Certified Financial Group. Call in right now if you like, because we got Joe Bert and Nancy Hecht. How we doing this day?
We're doing great, Josh. Good to be with you. And as our listeners out there as well, as you had said in the intro, Nancy and I are here to take questions that might be on your mind regarding your personal finances, decisions that you're trying to make regarding your IRA, a 401k, real estate, long-term health care, insurance, reverse mortgages, stocks, bonds, real estate, all that and more. Nancy and I are here. This is not a 1-hour infomercial. We're here to take your calls. So if there's anything on your mind, things you've been thinking about, things that just don't sound right, things you think your brother-in-law told you that just might not sound quite kosher, so to speak, give us a call. And the good news for you is the lines are absolutely wide open, so pick up the phone and dial these magic numbers.
The magic numbers are 844-580-9326, 844-580 WDBO. And they are especially magic this morning because if you call in, you ask a question of the Certified Financial Group that will put you in the running for a chance to win a $50 Publix gift card. It's a nice holiday giveaway from the team at Certified Financial Group. Again, if you call in with a financial question, a question for a certified financial planner, I happen to have two of them standing by, 844-580-9326 to put you in the running for a chance to win a $50 gift card to Publix. One more time, 844-580-9326, 844-580 WDBO. The topic of today's show for Joe and Nancy, refocusing your finances in 2026.
It's hard to believe it's already here, Nancy.
I know.
Seems like just yesterday was Y2K we were worried about, and here we are 26 years later.
Yeah. So I'm not talking about resolutions because we know that when people make resolutions, probably about 95% of the time, they don't go past, the New Year's drink. Anyways. I'm talking about, just taking a good assessment of where you have been and what might you have to look at. For example, we talk a lot about financial planning. And if you've had a financial plan done by one of us, or if it's been done by somebody else, maybe you need to have it, looked at by one of us. You've put down some specific goals that you want to make for, things you want to accumulate for retirement or kids' education or vacations or something along those lines. So how on track are you for your specific goals? Something I think is really important, especially in this day of a lot of stuff being done automatically and through apps, is where is your money going? I've talked in the past about making sure that you review your statements, your bank statements, and your credit card statements to make sure that all the charges are legit. I just found some stuff on my Target card that I have no idea who was doing something in Vegas, but I haven't been there.
Not this week.
But who knows how much further it would have gone had I not looked at my card and said, oh, this balance looks proper, so I'll just pay it. So you have to make sure that you're looking at that. I mean, people are either tapping or just inserting their cards any place that they're spending money, and you would never know who's going to be taking that and spending money in Vegas like they did with my credit card.
How much was it?
Well, at the time that I caught it, it was like $158. But it started off with a couple small little
that's
charges
what they do. They
just
test
to
it.
test
Right.
to see if anybody was paying attention,
Right.
and then they were getting bigger.
Right.
So anyways, another thing I've spoken about in the past is emergency funds. Dollars that you have in checking, savings, money market, liquid cash that is set aside specifically for emergencies. I can't tell you what is the proper amount for you. You have to know what is going to be comfortable for yourself. But make sure that you do have those dollars in your emergency fund. And if you've had an emergency, something happened to your car, something happened to your house with your health, make sure that one of the first things that you do is replenish the emergency fund, because that really gives you peace of mind.
Why? What besides the peace of mind? Why having an emergency fund is critical?
Well, I mean, you never know what's going to happen. All right,
Right.
let's say, for example, an emergency fund, and then I also say cash on hand. When we've had hurricanes in the past, and I've had paper money that I could actually use to go to the local convenience store and put gas in my car or buy, some snacks because of the electronics not working and you're not being able to use your card. I was able to buy stuff because I had paper money. So, I mean, you never know.
Right.
So, I've also had a few clients come to me throughout the year with statements that they found for accounts that they didn't know were still out there flapping in the breeze. They had no idea who was managing it, had the investments changed. So I think it's important to, more than annually, maybe at least semi-annually, review various different accounts that you have. Should you close and consolidate some accounts? Is there something that maybe you need to open and you've been thinking about? So review those types of things. Along the tax planning standpoint, next year there's going to be some changes. I've been getting some emails from people with the over 50 increase for retirement accounts for next year. And if your income is $150,000 or less, you can increase what you're contributing to your corporate plans by $7,500. If your income is over 150,000, it's different. Now, some plans are saying that the age 50 and over bonus that's starting next year can only be contributed to the Roth account and not to the traditional side of.
That's correct.
Right. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Right.
As long as that account's going to be open for at least 5 years, the money comes out tax-free. Right. So there's nothing wrong with that. And speaking of that, are you doing everything that you can to minimize your taxes? This is a time of year where people start looking at, what kind of capital gains potentially are going to be paid on their non-retirement investments. Are there maybe some losses that they can take from other things that will help mitigate the taxation of those capital gains? So those types of things you should be looking at. Maybe start putting all your papers together to prepare for tax season, so it's not a mad scramble. I've had a number of people asking me about doing Roth conversions. And, we only have another, maybe 5 or 6 business days left in this year. So if you want to do a Roth conversion, you realize you are going to have to pay the taxes on the money that you move from your traditional to the Roth, but that you're starting that 5-year clock for having the money coming out tax-free and reducing what you're going to have to take out for your required minimum distributions. You're really going to need to get on that because, like I said, there's not that many business days left this year to be able to process something like that.
But you want to be careful when you do those conversions that you don't overdo it because you can create yourself a mess.
Well, yeah. I mean, you have to look at what your potential gross income is going to be.
Right.
What kind of deductions are you going to have? Right. So it's more than just moving it from A to B. And you're going to be dumping more income onto your taxable amounts when you do that.
And when you do that Roth conversion, you always want to pay the taxes with outside money. Don't reduce the amount that you're going to put in the Roth by the amount of taxes. You're going to pull that whole amount to go into the Roth and then pay the taxes with outside funds. Otherwise, you just defeated the whole purpose of what you're trying to do. So
yes, and those outside dollars for taxes do not come from the emergency fund.
Right.
Although for some people, paying taxes might be an emergency. I don't know.
Could be.
Another area to look at is your beneficiaries. And we've talked about this in the past. And I've also, over the last 2 weeks, had a lot of clients coming in wanting to change the beneficiaries on their accounts for various different things. Family dynamics change. you know, and,
Yep.
and there's nothing you can do about that. So I think it's important to make sure that all your beneficiaries are up to date. The percentages that you want people to get are in line with what your wishes are. And then carrying that a little bit further, looking at your estate planning issues. Do you have life insurance policies that you took out ages and ages ago, and maybe you don't have the same spouse due to death or divorce? Maybe the dynamics have changed with your children. Maybe you want, money to go to grandchildren as opposed to children. Maybe you want it to go to charities. There's a lot of different choices out there.
And regarding beneficiaries, one of the things to keep in mind is that whatever that beneficiary form says, that overrides whatever you have in a will or a trust.
Exactly.
People say, I'm going to change my will, and they forget that they have these beneficiary designations out there in their IRA, 401k, annuities, life insurance, and that's going to override whatever your will says or your trust says. So be sure that those documents are up to date.
One thing I always remind my clients of is depending on the titling, anything that has a transfer on death, payable on death, or as we just discussed, the beneficiary designations, that helps you avoid probate and again, negates what is put in the will.
Yep.
And speaking of a will, do you also have a living will? Or have you looked at Florida medical surrogate? Given somebody durable power of attorney. These are the things that allow somebody who's to speak on your behalf if you cannot, and make sure that assets go where you want them to go.
For sure. I hear the bumper music. Josh, take it away.
Thank you so much. If you want to call in right now, that'll put you in the running for a chance to win a $50 gift card. Just call in. $50 gift card to Publix, that is. Call in with a question for the team at Certified Financial Group. That'll put you in the running for a chance to win a $50 Publix gift card. The number to call is 844-580-9326. We got open lines, so your name will be at the top of the hat here if you call in now. 844-580-9326. 844-580-WDBO. You're listening to On the Money, where we're planning tomorrow
today
with the Certified Financial Group.
This hour was paid for by the host and does not reflect the opinion of WDBO.
Josh, so you have to obviously get the names and addresses of these people.
Yep, I got them.
Okay.
The names and phone numbers.
Okay.
Okay.
President Trump has approved a
Are we planning on mailing it? I can grab their address if you like.
Yeah, grab the address. Yeah, we'll just mail it to you.
now receding in northwest Washington, though forecasters warn another intense storm front is on its way. Foods. Dick Van Dyke is celebrating his 100th birthday. The legendary actor and comedian is famous for The Dick Van Dyke Show and classic films like Mary Poppins and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. New photos released from Jeffrey Epstein's estate include President Trump and former President Bill Clinton. 19 photos were released on Friday, including one showing Trump with 6 women whose faces are redacted.
I believe we're there, but don't take my word for it.
Eden Construction Corporation has been making your life even better for over 40 years. And along with me, Rick Eden, we have been with you through it all by making your kitchen or bathroom the way you want it, enlarging or adding your bedroom or family room. We also can construct an aluminum screen room or sunroom. This is Rick Eden with Eden Construction Corporation. If you're planning to be in your home for more than a few years, why not invest in it and make it more comfortable? We can make your kitchen where everyone gathers a place you can be proud of. Enlarge or add onto your bedroom or bath. How about an entertainment room? Make use of your backyard by expanding your home with an aluminum screen room or even better, an air-conditioned sunroom. We also can make an outdoor kitchen you and your neighbors will love. Contact us so we can make your life even better. At our website, edenconstruction.com, that's EDEN construction.com, or call 407-671-9697.
Would you trust just anyone to prepare your taxes, or would you seek out a certified public accountant?
Well, a CPA, obviously. They have the education and passed a pretty tough exam.
Right, so why would you trust your financial future to just anyone who calls themselves a financial planner? Here's something most people don't know. Anyone can call himself or herself a financial planner or claim to be a fiduciary with zero qualifications.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, only
Wow.
certified financial planner professionals are required by certification to act as true fiduciaries, putting your interests first always. Like CPAs, CFPs must have a degree, you got to pass a rigorous exam, you have to have ongoing education, and you have to adhere to strict ethical standards.
So how do I know if I'm working with a real CFP professional?
All you have to do is ask. At Certified Financial Group, they have 17 CFPs ready to guide you to and through your retirement years. When it comes to your financial future, don't settle for less than a CFP professional. Visit financialgroup.com today to schedule that no-obligation visit. That's financialgroup.com through the Certified Financial Group. And they're still planning tomorrow, today.
Retirement planning and investment management offered for fees through Certified Advisory Corp, a registered investment advisor. Paid endorsements.
No reason to be worried about anything.
Hi, my air conditioner isn't working.
Stay the course, and you get there. I don't have to worry about it like I know a lot of people look at it every day. I don't have to do that with the team.
Rocks are everywhere.
You know what's everywhere?
Frank Gay is everywhere. I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have AC problems, you need help now. One of our licensed and certified technicians can have your AC blowing cold air in no time. That's the Frank Gay way.
They always answer my questions.
FrankGayServices.com.
Hello, Central Florida. Tim Pataraki of Accurate Window and Door, Central Florida's leading residential window and door replacement company. We're proud to have earned the trust of Central Florida homeowners, and we'd like to earn your trust too. Call us at Accurate Window and Door for a free in-home consultation at 407-673-1159 or online at accuratewindowanddoor.com. And join me on the Florida Homes and Garden Show Saturday mornings at 10 here on WDBO.
The guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, president of Leaf Filter, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
In other words, he or she is acting at all times.
Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
This hour was paid for by the host and does not reflect the opinion of WDBO.
He'll ask it.
And the evidence-based decision making.
Right to West.
Let's do it.
You got it. Welcome back to On the Money here on WDBO, a special edition of On the Money. It's a holiday giveaway. If you've got a question for Nancy Hecht or Joe Bert, 2 certified financial planners with the Certified Financial Group, that'll put your name in the running for a chance to win a $50 gift card to Publix. Again, a $50 gift card to Publix. If you call in with a question for Nancy Hecht or Joe Bert, 2 certified financial planners with the Certified Financial Group. The number to call, 844-580-9326, 844-580-WDBO. What do you say, Joe and Nancy? We head up north where Wes is calling in.
Let's do it. Good morning, Wes.
Hi, Wes.
Yeah, hi, Nancy. Hi, good morning. You mentioned something back a few minutes ago about emergency funds. Does that literally mean putting cash in an envelope and sticking it in a secure drawer somewhere?
Well,
or could it also mean like a bank account or something like that where you need quick cash for an emergency?
Well, a bank account and actual paper money in a safe in your house, or, you know, if you do have a secure drawer that you don't think anybody else is going into. But yes, both of them. You know, checking savings money market for emergencies. You can earn a little bit of interest on those dollars, but you know that you can access them quickly. And then, yeah, actual paper money in your house. Generally in,
Okay,
you know,
good.
5s, 10s, or 20s, so they're negotiable.
Yeah, generally, you don't need thousands.
No, well, you don't want 50s or 100s. I mean, that might be a little bit harder to break if you're trying to get, you know.
A candy bar.
Or a sandwich or something at 7-Eleven.
Okay. And not gold or any or precious metals.
Well, I mean, if you want to have a coin that, you know, allegedly is worth, you know, $1,500 that I have no idea what you paid for, and use that to buy yourself a sandwich and a soft drink, sure, go right ahead. But I don't think it's a good use.
I'll stick with the paper money,
Okay.
the 5s, the 10s, and the 20s. That'll
Right.
get me by.
Yeah,
okay.
that's the
Well,
thing.
thank you.
Wes, a question: how cold is it up there in Maine?
That's what I wanted to know also.
It's about 20 degrees this morning. A couple of inches of snow on the ground, but it was below zero just a little bit earlier this week.
Yeah.
So we're in a heat wave.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the call.
Of course. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome, man. One of the things about, emergency money is having it liquid, as you said, Nancy, and having it in investments, whether it's coins or gold or whatever. The challenge is that when you need the money, you want to hopefully the market isn't down and have to sell when things are down. That's why liquid emergency money should really be in stable kinds of things that is there when you need it. You don't have to sell it in a depressed market. So
Well, and then easily accessible.
yes.
So.
Yeah, that's the key. So, because when you need it when you need it, and not having to worry about how to cash it in and get to it for sure.
Right.
Yep. So we appreciate the call. So we have test question that floated in. I see, Josh. Do we have time before the break?
We got about 90 seconds. Maybe we can tease
Let's
it now
tease
and
it up.
answer it after. Yeah, Maya from Lakeland says, will there be tax changes next year that I should prepare for?
Always. So stay tuned, and we will get that right after the break. Can I hear the bumper music? So take it away.
Thank you so much, Maya. Stay tuned for that answer following the break. And if you want your question answered live on the air, that will put you in the running. We're having a special holiday giveaway here on the Money, where we're offering a $50 Publix gift card. Put your name in the running if you call in with a financial question for Nancy Hecht and Joe Bert with the Certified Financial Group. Again, 844-580-9326, 844-580-WDBO. Put your name in the running for a $50 gift card to Publix with an on-the-air question. You are listening to On the Money, where we're planning tomorrow
today
with the Certified Financial Group.
We were crazy.
This is WDBO.
WDBO.
107.3 FM and AM 580. Orlando's news and talk. And where Orlando turns first for breaking news, weather, and traffic 24 hours a day. Listen on the WDBO app at WDBO.com. Ask Alexa to play WDBO and on the HD2 of 96.4.
Hey there, Joe. Or Nancy.
Live team coverage
Starts now.
Good morning. It's 9:30 here at WDBO. I'm Michelle Wargo with our top story. Congress remains at a standstill on health care. Fox's Ryan Schmelz has the latest from Capitol Hill.
House Speaker Mike Johnson is releasing a Republican health care plan before the Affordable Care Act tax credits expire at the end of the year. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries isn't holding his breath.
As I understand it, it's likely to be a disaster, and actually,
It's been so long since I've been doing this that I just don't even worry about
Some
anything
moderates are
anymore.
proposing a compromise bill that would extend the tax credits for 2 years with reforms like income caps. Over 20 million Americans could see their Obamacare premiums increase if the credits aren't extended. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
An 18-year-old is facing multiple counts of sexual battery, and detectives believe there may be additional victims. According to the Orange County Sheriff's Office, the suspect, Raphael O'Reilly Lerner, is accused of using emotionally and physically abusive tactics to coerce young women into sex. The OCSO said he is extremely violent and records his victims by videotaping and photographing them during sexual encounters. Deputies said Lerner then threatens them with exposing those videos and photos to the public and their parents. Detectives described him as a predator and stated that this behavior has been ongoing for some time and has even escalated. He has been charged with 2 counts of sexual battery, 2 counts of sexual battery on a victim under 18, 4 counts of battery by strangulation, 1 count of false imprisonment, and 4 counts of battery. If you or someone you know has been a victim, you are urged to call the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Just ahead of the holidays, shoppers across the country can take advantage of National Free Shipping Day.
I don't have to worry about it like I know a lot of people look at it every day.
An annual online shopping event where numerous retailers are offering
We're Certified
free
Financial
shipping
Group.
on all
We're
orders,
planning tomorrow,
offered with no
today.
minimum purchase and with a
Are
guaranteed
you tired
delivery
of
by
trying to reach your
Christmas
advisor
Eve.
through a
In the
call
past,
center being put
stores
on
that have
hold for 20
foregone
minutes?
shipping fees
That's why
include
we don't use
Amazon,
one, and our
Walmart,
clients seem to
Target, and
appreciate
others.
personal
This year's
touch.
National
They
Free
always
Shipping
ask-
Day also
answer my
comes one day
questions
ahead of
and
USPS,
really
UPS, and
care about
FedEx's
what's going on
deadline
with me.
for sending
You can trust
packages
what they
out
say
to
and they
make
do what
it
they
in
say, and it
time
gives you a
for
comfort
Christmas.
feeling it's hard to find
Jeff
in the world today.
Manasso,
You know,
Fox News.
waiting for you.
It's 9:33. I'm Michelle
Almost feel
Wargo,
like that. We're Certified
WDBO
Financial Group,
News.
but we're planning tomorrow, today.
Hey, get in. What? Who are you? I'm future you. Constipation with belly pain still coming back? Yeah. Mia, our doctor figured it out. She said it's irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Eligibility and results may vary. If you're an Orlando area resident looking for a great dentist, complete dental care is waiting at Sage Dental. At Sage Dental, our caring team of dentists, specialists, and oral surgeons use the latest innovation and minimally invasive techniques for less discomfort and faster healing. From routine cleanings to advanced procedures.
Can you guys hear me?
Restoration.
Wonderful. The gist of Caroline's question is her daughter is her power of attorney, and her name might be different than in a few years, then that's on every piece of paperwork.
Yeah, that's a good question. I just dealt with that with somebody.
Oh, good. Yeah, I was talking about how it was complicated but time-consuming just to change my wife's passport and social security number.
No insurance?
I can't imagine having to do everything.
Save you up to 65% on general or
great
dental care. Sage Dental, leading with
Joe, the caller info for the Publix giveaway. Is that just to you, or do you want me to put anybody else on the email?
9,900. That's it.
Okay. Same with my availability for next week reporting. That's good. Lovely.
It's Tom Terry. This is where Orlando turns first for breaking news, weather, and traffic. WDBO.
Weather. Brought to you by Universal Roof and Contracting.
It's starting off chilly once again around central Florida, but these chilly conditions will not last long. Later today, we're expecting the mid-70s for a high temperature and plenty of cloud cover. And then by Sunday afternoon, there's going to be a handful of spots that could even get close to the lower 80s. I'm meteorologist Daniel McFarland from Severe Weather Center 9.
Now, from the Bogan Munz & Munz WDBO Traffic Center. No gimmicks, just results. Call Bogan Munz & Munz Injury Lawyers.
Look out for bumper-to-bumper traffic this morning on eastbound I-4 as you pass US 192 and westbound I-4 just as you pass Universal Boulevard. The rest of the county free of major backups, but some construction on southbound 429 blocking a right lane at mile marker 28. From the WDBO Traffic Center, I'm Zach Wagon.
This hour was paid for by the host and does not reflect the opinion of WDBO.
Welcome back to On the Money, Central Florida's most listened to financial call-in show. Brought to you by Certified Financial Group in Altamont.
So rejoin, giveaway to Caroline or to workshops then Caroline?
No, let's take Caroline first.
Through Friday, their CFPs provide financial planning and investment advice for a fee. But on Saturdays, the advice is absolutely free and has been for more than 30 years for their WDBO listeners. If you have a...
I couldn't hear the story, but CNN just said local anchor goes viral for reading mean tweets.
That's 844-580-WDBO.
I can't wait to hear that story.
Show.
Welcome back to On the Money here on WDBO AM 580, always streaming inside your very own WDBO app. We got Joe Bert and Nancy Hecht, two certified financial planners with the Certified Financial Group, and they are in the holiday spirit because if you call in the next half an hour while the show is live on the air, you'll put your name in the running for a $50 Publix gift card. Call in and ask the financial question to Nancy and Joe, and that puts your name in the running for a $50 gift card to Publix. 844-580-9326 is the number to call. 844-580-WDBO. Again, 844-580-9326. Put your name in the running for a $50 gift card to Publix. Who's joining that hat right now is Caroline calling from Orlando. Go ahead, Caroline. You're live on the air.
Caroline, good morning.
Hi, Caroline.
What's up?
Oh, good morning. Merry Christmas, if I don't forget to say it, and Happy New Year.
Well,
so,
thank you.
thank you. And my question, so I'm not married. I have 3 adult children, 26, 27, and 29. And my question is regarding my will. I'll give you that information because it's not going to affect my sons. But my daughter got married. And has changed her name, and she is my power of attorney and my medical surrogate, and my children are all split 3 ways on everything. And my question is, as far as, does her name need to be changed on everything? I asked my bank, my credit union, they said yes, but it's a little tricky because she doesn't live here anymore. So she lives not that far, but she lives in Tallahassee, and the bank was saying that she had to be in person. And that's going to be a real issue, but there are so many other things like my will. And what is your advice on that, or what do you think I need to do?
For the non-banking stuff, you can change that yourself, and you should change it.
Okay.
Yeah, for talking about your will and the Florida medical surrogate and all that. That's stuff that you have appointed various different people on, so you have the ability to change that alone. For the bank account. Is she joined on your bank account?
No. She's a because I've got
so she is just a
safe
signer.
deposit.
Okay, all right.
Well, I got a safe deposit box, so she's the co-signer. But I do have, she's on 2 other bank accounts as well, so I have 3 of them. But it's not massive amounts of money, but it is, my safe deposit's important and all that. But so if I, say I passed away tomorrow, Lord forbid, she would not have access to any of it. It would all have to go through, she couldn't show her marriage certificate or anything?
Well, I'm sure she could.
Yeah, and that would clearly show, the name that's on the account and the new name. It just might take a little bit longer.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much. it's one of those things you don't think about too much, and now I'm like, wow, this might be an issue.
Change a lot of
especially
stuff.
for the medical stuff.
All right.
Thanks for the call, Caroline.
Well, thank you Thanks. You guys are great. I appreciate you being there. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
Bye. Happy holidays.
Bye-bye. Happy holidays. Bye-bye.
I see you got on the call there, Josh.
You got it. Thank you so much, Caroline. If you want to call in right now, that puts your name in the running for a $50 giveaway in the next 20 minutes. Thanks to the Certified Financial Group, a $50 Publix gift card. If you call in with your question, 844-580-9326, 844-580-WDBO. We'll keep it in Orlando calling in. Go ahead, Bob. You're on the air.
Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hi. Thanks again for everything you all do. Listen a long time, talk to you all. Really appreciate everything. And first off, Joe, how is your son and everybody else in the neighborhood doing after that tornado hit their houses and stuff?
Actually, it's a miracle, Bob. They got their house back in shape within 90 days.
Wow.
They got right on it. His wife had it all laid out. They had to, throw out to the roofing people here on WDBO. They were out there. The tree people were out there. It's unbelievable what they were able to get done. And oddly enough, there's still some houses with blue tarps on their roof. But I appreciate the call, appreciate the interest, but He's doing fine, and thank you. How can we help you?
Okay, great. So anyway, with this new update for the deduction and the no overtime tax and all that, since I'm 65, I'm being, getting the extra standard deduction, and also I do work some overtime. Have they updated how you're supposed to show it? Like, would it be on the W-2 for the overtime, or do you have to bring like a paycheck stub in? And also, do you guys have any advice that you're going to tell your clients that what they should be planning for now by getting this extra deduction for the next 4 years, that it may help them put more money away, or to just have that money for extra stuff?
Well, the last thing that you said, I think, is excellent. I think anytime somebody's getting a raise and then, and having some income that was previously taxed no longer being taxed for the time being, that you should increase what you're doing for your retirement savings. So not only will you not have to pay tax on the overtime or tips, and then you're getting a little bit of extra deduction because of your age. If you can save a little bit more into some type of retirement account, or even just your general investing with this extra riches, then I think that that's the best thing to do.
But to answer your question, how it's going to be accounted for, it's going to be done by your employer. Your employer is going to have to keep track of what's overtime and what's not. And so that's where the reconciliation will come in. So I know the payroll company is probably trying to figure this out as well. But that's how it'll be reconciled, Bob.
Okay, because I didn't know if it would be on a W-2, or they're going to say, no, just bring in your last paycheck stub to show the amount, and then, like I said, what you guys are offering for advice, that's going to be nice too, because, for me, we're talking that, that could be over, $10,000 or more, just in my case, but for other people, maybe more or less. But then, like I said, that'll be a lot of extra money to have for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
Well, you get that senior deduction. It's $6,000 per individual, $12,000 married filing joint. And a lot of people still confuse that senior deduction with the no tax on Social Security. I know that was kicked around during the campaign, but the no tax on Social Security did not happen. But the best we were able to get is the $6,000 senior deduction and $12,000 for your married filing a joint return. So that's still a pretty good deal. Plus, that on top of that, $25,000 on tips, and depending on what you're in, you can have a fair amount of tax-free income in 2026.
But I would imagine, as you said, that the payroll services have built into their systems for starting next year for the no tax on those specific items.
Yep. Does that help you?
Okay, well, thank you again.
You're welcome,
Thank
Bob,
you again.
and
You guys
thanks
are
for the
great.
call.
Thank you.
I appreciate your call. Thank you very much. Nice you got a call there, Josh?
We do, Joe. If you want to call in right now, that'll put your name in the hat for that $50 Publix gift card that the Certified Financial Group is offering to someone who calls in with a financial question in the next 15 minutes now. So pick up the phone, dial 844-580-9326, 844-580-WDBO. Debbie, you're on the air.
Hi, Debbie.
Morning, Debbie.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for all the good advice you've given over the past, almost 40 years I've been listening.
Hard to believe.
Yeah.
Through many tax law changes.
Yes, through many, yes. I do have a question about RMDs.
Okay.
I know there's a required minimum distribution at 73.5. I think they changed it to.
It's 73.
73.
73.
73.5.
No, 73 and a half. 73.
I'm sorry?
It's age 73, not 73 and a half.
Oh, 73.
73,
Okay.
yes.
Good. I learned something already.
There you go.
Anyway, I was wondering, I know that's for IRAs. Does that include Roth IRAs?
No, there's no RMDs required for Roths.
And again, if the Roth account is 5 years old or older, then the money comes out tax-free.
Oh, okay. Okay, got that. Oh, good. So you don't have to include the Roth in the regular IRA.
Right.
Nope.
Terrific. I was always wondering about that.
Yeah. And if you have more than one IRA, 401k, something along those lines, the dollar amount that you withdraw is important, but from which account is not necessarily. You could take all of your RMD money from one account and not touch the other, but
except with 401ks. The 401ks have to be treated separately. You can't aggregate like you can, as Nancy said, with the IRAs. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, okay. Yes,
Okay.
yes,
All right.
yes. Okay. All right, great. Well, thank you very much.
Appreciate the call, Debbie.
Have a
Thank
nice
you. Thank you
weekend.
so much.
You too. Merry Christmas.
Same to you. Okay, let's hit a text question I saw floated in there, Josh.
You got about 10 minutes left for your chance to put your name in the running for a $50 gift card to Publix if you call in live on the money on the show right now. 844-580-9326 is the number to call. And again, put your name in the hat for a $50 gift card thanks to the Certified Financial Group to Publix. 844-580-9326. Brian asked, how much have the contribution limits for my 401k, IRA, and SEP IRA changed for 2026?
Well, they have changed. The amount that you can put in now is up, right, Nancy?
Yeah.
So it's how much?
It's an additional $1,500, I think, for
Well,
next
it's gone
year.
from, let's see, for individuals, it's gone from 23.5 to 24.5 for 2026. And then if you're 50 years old or older, you get an extra $8,000 for a catch-up. And if you're between 60 and 63, you get $11,250 on top of the 24.5. So that's a huge jump.
Right.
And then for IRAs, the limit has increased to 7,500 from 7,000, plus an $1,100 catch-up. So
That's where I was thinking of the 1,500. So, but
Yep.
yeah, it's a lot of additional money that you can put in your pocket as opposed to that of the federal government.
and that's the best way to save for your retirement, folks, is
Yep.
because Social Security is not going to cut it if you're not maxing out your 401k, 403b, 457 IRA. That's something you need to focus on after you get that emergency fund taken care of, right, Nancy?
Yes.
That's it for sure.
Definitely.
Yep. And I see Josh is busy there taking calls, coming in fast you can handle it, right, Josh? Yes, Josh, are you there, Josh? Well, let's get back to doing the IRAs and 401ks. Yeah, it's a very, very important part of retirement planning. And one of the things we also caution our listeners on is having a whole bunch of 401ks from different employers scattered around.
Right.
Because when it comes time for that RMD, you've got to do that calculation. And if you got it here and there, and it gets to be a mess. So consolidate those, put them into an IRA that you'd only have to do one calculation, worry about one account to make that withdrawal. I hear the bumper music. Josh, so take it away.
You got it. It's a holiday season on the phones today, keeping me busy. If you want to call in again, that puts your name in the running for a gift card to Publix, $50, thanks to the Certified Financial Group. Call in, get your question on the air. That'll put your name in the hat for a chance to win $50 gift card to Publix for a holiday giveaway, thanks to the Certified Financial Group. We got more coming up next. Your list. Oh, let me give the number out in case you want to call in. 844-580-9326 is the number to call right now. Got 10 minutes left to put your name in that hat. 844-580-WDBO. You're listening to On the Money, where we're planning tomorrow
today
with the Certified Financial Group.
This hour was paid for by the host and does not reflect the opinion of WDBO. Now, the three big things you need to know. Powered by Hard Rock Bet.
3. Security is being ramped up for today's Army-Navy game in Baltimore as President Trump is expected to attend. 2. The Midwest is bracing for another wave of dangerously frigid weather. The blast of freezing air from the Arctic Circle is expected to create sub-zero temperatures and brutally cold wind chills from the Central Plains to the Great Lakes area. 1. New photos released from the Jeffrey Epstein estate include President Trump and former President Bill Clinton. Others show the late sex offender with Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates and former Prince Andrew.
Doesn't matter. We're not going to have time to discuss it.
Sunnyside Electric.
Hi, half my outlets stopped working.
I got a new bread maker. Have you tried Focaccia?
My outlets don't work.
Oh, no toasties for you.
I should have called Frank Gay.
I bet they don't have a bread maker.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your power goes out, don't settle for half-baked electrical service. Call the pros who fix it fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
List your trust as
Ever wonder what happens to your financial future if something unexpected happens to your financial advisor?
With many financial firms, just being one or two people,
It's a question worth asking.
Yeah, especially if they decide to take up skydiving.
But hey, at Certified Financial Group, they've been answering that question the same way for nearly a half a century. They've got a team of 17 certified financial planner professionals with more than 450 years of combined experience working as fiduciaries. That's right, an entire squad dedicated to getting you to and through your retirement years. So if one of their CFPs decides to sail around the world, your retirement won't sail away with them, all right? With 3 generations of clients under their belts, they've kept the same phone number for almost 5 decades. And get this, they're one of the select few firms certified for fiduciary excellence by CFEX. And oh, did I mention CNBC just named them as a top 100 firm again? Give them a shout, 407-869-9800, or visit financialgroup.com. That's financialgroup.com. They're Certified Financial Group, and they're still planning tomorrow, today.
Retirement planning and investment management offered for a fee through Certified Advisory Corp, a registered investment advisor. Paid endorsement.
You have a real estate planner, you have a financial, and then a estate planner. Why not a real estate planner? You should. Hi, Cleve Loveland, Central Florida's best real estate planner. For over 50 years, Loveland Properties has helped Central Floridians plan their housing and commercial real estate needs. Are you looking for your dream home? Call us for a buyer consult. Time to sell your dream home and downsize. Looking for 4 bedrooms, 4-car garage, or 4 acres? Are you lakefront and want chain of lakes? Looking for 3 rentals to pay you $10,000 a month, or just 1 rental to pay you $10,000 a month? 1031 exchanges? We can help. Rent mom and dad's house or sell it. It's important to have an experienced planner guide you through the process of selling, buying, and managing real estate so you can meet your financial goals. After 50 years, we've probably helped sell, buy, or manage a property on your street. Call Loveland Properties for your real estate plan or buyer consult. 407-352-8118. That's 407-352-8118. Or visit cleveloveland.com. Join us every Saturday at noon for the Loveland Report.
My interested heart
Chelsea here. Ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors before the new year? During Renewal by Anderson's December sales event, buy one, get one 40% off. And with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months, it's never been easier to say yes. Renewal by Anderson's acclaimed impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Offer ends December 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
So what's the difference?
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. As the year winds down, here's something to remember. Kia sells more vehicles in Central Florida than any brand except one. So if you're shopping, chances are you're already thinking about a new Kia. Greenway Kia is closing out the year with savings up to $12,000 off MSRP and one of the area's biggest selections of new Kias. Shop hundreds of new Kias online at greenwaykias.com. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Thinking about a remodel of your kitchen or bath, but not sure what it costs? At S&W Kitchens, their online budget guides show exactly what goes into each level of remodel. Start your project today by calling 407-487-4901 or online at wkitchens.com.
Join Certified Financial Group for On the Money, Saturday at 9 a.m. and their new time, Saturday at 7 a.m. And they're still on Sundays at 7 a.m. on WDBO. That's 3 times to listen to On the Money with Certified Financial Group. More info at financialgroup.com.
This hour was paid for by the host and does not
We're going to try and get Leslie and Robin, or do you want to focus on one of them?
Well, let's see what the questions are.
Investment options for my grandkids for Leslie, and then brokerage account capital gains for Robin.
Let's do Robin.
Yeah.
Call us today.
I'm going to go to her quick.
All right, thanks.
Welcome back to On the Money here on WDBO AM 580, always streaming inside your WDBO app. A special holiday giveaway episode as the phones were off the hook today with people calling in with their question because their names are now in a hat to win $50 to a gift card to Publix thanks to the Certified Financial Group. We got time for 1, maybe 2 more callers, so let's waste no more time and head straight to Robin. Go ahead, Robin. You're on the air.
Hi, Robin.
Morning, Robin.
Robin, you there?
Oh, did we lose Robin?
Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, there she is.
What's your question?
My question is regards to my brokerage account and the capital gains.
Mm-hmm.
If I leave the capital gains in the account,
Uh-huh.
or if I have Vanguard send me a check, are the tax consequences the same?
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Yep, they are.
You pay.
We're presuming
That was my major question.
Yeah. Once again, it's a brokerage account, not an IRA account.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
you're
whether
gonna
you-
you're gonna get a 1099 for the capital gains, whether you reinvest them or take them in cash.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
thing.
Appreciate the call. While we're on that, we want to remind our listeners that you're probably going to see a drop in your mutual fund shares this time of year because of dividend distributions, and that's typical. So don't panic when the value of your shares go down. If you take a close look a day or two later, you will find you have more shares and really nothing has changed. So don't panic when you see your mutual fund share prices drop because of dividend distributions.
Yeah.
And
Can we get to the last
one more
caller?
call there?
Yep, we got it. Leslie's calling in with a Christmas idea. Go ahead, Leslie.
Hi, Leslie.
Here.
Yeah, hey there. I've got 3 grandkids. I've got a little bit set aside for Christmas. What kind of a certified investment option? What kind of account do I need?
Well, depending on how old they are, a Uniform Transfer to Minors Act under the state of Florida, you would be the owner, and the kids would be the beneficiary, and that could stay until they're 24 under some circumstances. And the nice thing about you being an owner as a grandparent of any type of investment account, if you do that, or a 529 college savings account, it's not reportable if your grandkids want to apply for grants or scholarships because it's not part of their immediate family investments.
And you could set up those accounts at a brokerage firm very easily. And it's a nice way to get your kids too interested in the American capitalistic system. Show them what they own, and you can do a little research on what the mutual fund owns, at least at the time when you bought it. And they're interested in the companies that they hear, like whether it's Disney or Nvidia or whatever it might be. And
I just talked to a client of mine's daughter who's 14, and he's setting up the UTMA. And I asked her, where does she spend money? And, do you want to own a little bit of Target stock? Because she spends a lot of money at Target. So those are types of things you can look at.
Yep. Does that help you, Leslie?
Yeah, thank you all so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas.
You do the same. Thank you, Leslie. And we're going to wrap up here, Nancy. We got some workshops coming up here.
Let me get it back. I wasn't sure we're going to have time.
That's okay. But if our workshops coming up, they're starting again in January. Go ahead.
January 10th, Social Security Planning Basics and Claiming Strategies, hosted by Charles Curry here in our Learning Center from 10 to 11:30. And then January 24th, How Tax Planning Changes Through 4 Stages of Retirement, hosted by Dave Balakrishnan, also in our Learning Center from 10 to 11:30. And then on February 7th, Social Security Planning Basics and Claiming Strategies, hosted by Charles Curry. That also is from 10 to 11:30. If you go to our website, financialgroup.com, there's a workshop tab, and you can make a reservation. Highly recommend it because the workshop seems to fill up pretty fast. And then you'll see the whole list of upcoming workshops.
They are absolutely free. We encourage you to come on by, start the new year off right, and get some information. Once again, those financialgroup.com is where you make your reservation, and we hope to see you there.
Thank you so much. Again, thank you so much to Joe and Nancy for doing an awesome giveaway here, brought to you by the Certified Financial Group.
And Charles is off the air. You can catch him at 407-869-9800.
Thank you so much. You've listened to On the Money, where we're planning tomorrow.
Today.
With the Certified Financial Group.
Small town.
WDBO Orlando.
Well, that was fun.
Thanks, John.
Hey, thanks. So did you want to announce, or not announce, but do you want me to call a winner?
Yeah, go ahead. Call a winner.
Okay. Is there one you liked?
It's up to you.
Okay.
You got the magic. Just let me know who it is.
I'll take it. Okay.
Okay,
you got
thanks.
It. Thanks.
Yep.
WDBO
107.3 FM and AM 580, Orlando's news and talk. And where Orlando turns first for breaking news, weather, and traffic 24 hours a day. Listen on the WDBO app at WDBO.com. Ask Alexa to play WDBO and on